Welcome in, everyone, to another episode of The Second Chances. We're going to start, as always, giving out some thank yous, the first of which goes to Critical Role for creating the wonderful world of Exandria that we play in, and to all of the artists whose music we use here on the stream, including Reliquary Records, Dungeon Glitch, Critical Role, Hunter Rogertson, and Borislav Slav, who is the, music director, producer for Divinity Original Sin 2, composer, there you go, that's the word I need, as well as for Baldur's Gate 3. So go check them all out on streaming platforms. Last time, with the Second Chances, you are continuing your voyage across the Lucidian to Port Damali, hopefully in pursuit of the man who is behind, or at least one of the men behind the Aormaton kidnappings. Let's see, last time, Hermia was awoken in the middle of the night by a cursed spirit that was bound to the wrecked ship that had sank who knows how long ago. Her, Rosalind, and Leaf were able to go down to the wreckage of this ship and found a necklace that you believe that she was tied to, and hopefully when you get back to land, we'll be able to put her to rest properly. As a result, Hermia received a boon of the spirits, got a nice cool little rogue-colored white streak through her hair, and is able to enter into the, not the astral sea, the astral plane?
Ethereal plane.
Ethereal plane, thank you, and pass through objects. Corey also went on a date with their crush, Faye, from back in the Empire side of Wildmount, and had a great time.
And she's staking her claim.
She is indeed. Rosalind and Leaf had a little heart-to-heart, and Maeve dreamed to her sister, Lashandra, and
gave me no choice.
Demanded some answers that I'm not really sure she got a whole lot of, only more questions. And that is where we will go ahead and jump back in today with, what song? We can go with this song. So, I believe you had all just woken up the next morning. We're teasing Corey about her date.
Oh yeah, I was freaking out about my hair.
Complimented Hermia on her hair, which you had went to Selena, and Selena had basically explained that she thinks that you were basically given a boon.
And she told me I wasn't dying.
Spirit, and you are
not dying from the spirit.
Yes, you are not dying.
Everybody's dying
from the spirit.
Whoa.
So with that, so long as there isn't... Oh, wait, no, hold on. Didn't I tell you at one point, that you had lost half a day? So you normally would have been getting to Port Damali probably by the end of today. You should be getting close, but your crew tells you that by hopefully high noon the next day, you should be making it to Port Damali. So what I need today, one of you rolled something for me last time. Ah, yes. So as you are finishing breakfast, you are called up on the ship by Eagle-Eyed Winston, who is up in the crow's nest, and as you all come up, he just kind of points forward in the direction that you are going. And as all of you sort of take a look out, you can make you roll any perception checks. But you see what seems to be wreckage up ahead of you. It's hard to tell exactly how many ships it possibly was, but there 33. Is a field of debris. And with your 33, you spot the same thing that Winston did. There are drums of explosives, black powder bobbing, barrels bobbing in the water. Essentially, it's kind of too late to try and turn away from all of this, so now you are going to have to navigate through this wreckage of debris, hopefully without catastrophic damage to your ship.
Wait, how far away is it?
It's basically like a couple 100 yards ahead of you at this point.
And he just now saw it? I thought he has eagle eyes.
It's hard to see when it's just wreckage like bobbing. It's not like the whole ships are sitting there floating. Those sank. So it's just...
You been drinking today?
He's also drunk, so...
He's always drinking. But I will have you know, he still rolls with advantage because he's eagle-eyed, Winston.
I was gonna say we could blow it up from here, but I think the blast radius is too wide. It would hit us too.
Could attempt to try and like blow things up before they get to you. I'm gonna say that everybody has to make some sort of skill check to attempt to help with this. Doesn't have to be a specific skill. Just think about how you think your character could help. Maybe it's a spell, maybe it's doing something else clever, and if it doesn't have a role that is obviously associated with it, then I will let you know what to roll. But
I might have a thing that I want to do.
Yeah, what would Hermie like to do?
Hold on, let me look here. Where did I put it? I'm
gonna say that the first two people, if you'd like, you can also just wait till you get closer, but I will let two people do their sort of thing in anticipation of getting to the actual debris field, and then the other four will have to do theirs as if they are already in the debris field.
This is kind of a weird one, but I have the spell Locate Object. Could I argue that using it, I could better know, like, within the within the waves or underneath the waves of what exactly we might be hitting?
Sure.
Like
depending on sort of what you want to do, I would let you use that and give you like advantage on some sort of check, or you can use that and give somebody else advantage on their check as well.
I was thinking, especially if someone's thinking of like trying to use the cannons to blow something up, I could use that to help them know where to aim for the most.
Right.
my thing that I wanted to do wasn't how I thought it was worded, so
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, so Leo says he wants to use swivel guns and shoot explosive barrels that they maybe get too close to. So we will do that once you get a little bit closer to the debris field.
I would like to persuade the wreckage not to come near us.
Okay, that's going to be
I think
very high DC.
Yeah. Listen, Roz is proficient in acrobatics, athletics, performance, persuasion. That's
Again,
it.
You don't necessarily have to choose a skill. If you can just think of a creative way to try and help, I'll let you know what to potentially roll.
Okay.
Oh, this is crazy.
Okay.
But I just met you.
Yeah. So okay.
So here's my number.
Here's my idea.
Tell us your idea, please.
So tell us maybe.
This is so crazy. You're probably gonna say no, or that I'm gonna end up killing myself.
Maybe.
So I was thinking I'd cast fly, like fly over closer to where the wreckage is, and do Raven's Avenger to kind of like do like a concussive blast that might like set off explosives for us. So,
I
like,
will
it push 'em away.
absolutely let you do that. Now, that'll help a little bit. Again, this it's hard to know exactly how many ships were potentially involved in this. It could have been like, some sort of battle between like part of like the Menagerie Coast Navy and like some pirates or something like that. But that is absolutely something that you can do.
Roz is gonna look to Leaf, be like, "Hey, Leaf, can you make like a tidal wave in front of us and just clear a path?"
Leaf will say, "This one can do something like that," and you see all of the arcane like symbols on its face like start to like turn blue as it begins to cast control water, which I can do the tidal wave thing, or I was also just gonna like kind of like do like water spouts, like shoot the barrels out and like send them like flying in opposite directions.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 3 people that we got. I just want to give everybody's ideas in case there's one that somebody wants to do like before you get to the wreckage proper in some way.
Roz will cast Bless on our
If you want to
helmsman,
like cast Bless on
helmsman, and on Winston.
On Flowers and Winston, sure. And we'll have them roll, and they will roll Well, we can say that you're also kind of helping them like look as well, so that'll give them advantage and a bless on their rolls to navigate the ship. Actually, better yet, because I want you to be able to roll. So you can go ahead and roll.
No, we don't want that. We don't want that. We want you to roll, Robbie.
We are trying to avoid letting Callie touch dice if we can.
You really don't want to roll?
That's an interesting question that you posed to me.
Yeah.
The question is actually, which do you want more? To roll or to not hurt your allies?
Come on, you have advantage and a bless.
All right, I'll roll.
All right, so go ahead and roll 2d20 and add a d4 to it.
Roll 2d20, keep highest 1, plus 4, or plus 1d4. 11.
Okay.
That was your.
That's
Leaf.
2d20. Yeah, that's
Go
added
ahead
damage.
and you can roll at advantage too. D20, add your spellcasting modifier to it.
Who?
Leaf. Just going through and getting
Leaf.
everyone's results, and then I will narrate for us.
You said a D20 add spellcasting?
Yep.
Okay.
15.
Okay. Leo. Make start with a perception check.
Is this when I get to help him with my locate object, or?
18 plus 10.
Yes. Make it with advantage. Although 28 is already very, very good.
Yeah, it's going to be 28.
Okay. I would like you to make 3 attack rolls with the swivel gun. They are... Hold on, we have Pandering Breeze here. It's going to be a d20 plus your dexterity. Or actually, technically it's supposed to be a dexterity saving throw, so I guess I will make dexterity saving throws at disadvantage for these barrels. All right, you hit that one. You hit that one. You hit that one. All right, 3 successes. Maeve, what else would you like to do besides just the...
Okay. Sorry.
No, you're
I
fine.
keep thinking.
Hermia, while she's thinking, I would like you to roll a d20 plus your charisma, and then I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna use some inspo.
Yep.
So you said charisma. Where is my cheat? Okay, so that is a 16 charisma check, I guess.
Okay.
And oh, thank God. My Constitution saving throw was a nat 20 plus 3.
Okay. So luckily you don't take any damage when you do your thing. Any ideas yet, Maeve?
How far away are we?
It's up to you when you want to enact how you're helping. You can wait till you're like in the field itself, or if you have something you'd like to do before you get there or right as you get there.
We can get within 600 feet. I can do something.
Yeah, you're within 600 feet.
Okay. So my lightning arrow is technically an AoE spell. So I was going to use it kind of to help with the artillery to try to get some of these things out of the water.
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check for me. Which you already have advantage on.
Yeah. 20.
Okay. And then make 3 ranged attacks for me.
Okay.
AC 12.
1.
Okay, great. And then Corey is going to use Fly on herself and is going to kind of go out ahead of you guys a little bit, and is going to try to sort of signal back where, like, dangerous, like, explosive barrels are. And try to use some magic bullshit to push them out of the way, if she can. So I'm just making an Arcana check for her. I don't think her Arcana is that good. Campaigns. Corey is there. Oh, almost, Corey. All right, so you need to get more successes in this than you get failures. So, as you all see this field of wreckage with barrels of black powder and pieces of it that are still on fire, Hermia, you said you cast Fly on yourself to start with?
Yeah, because I wanted to like not do that like on the ship. To
I was just making sure that you had Fly, and I was just confusing it with Corey. So Hermia casts Fly on herself, flies up ahead of everyone about 300 feet, lands right on the start of the field, and uses the Raven's Anger. And you see this massive blast of necrotic energy that sets off a few of the explosions as it's being thrown back. But she flies up out of the blast enough, and this creates a small little tidal wave that gives a good sort of entry point into this field. With Maeve's help, Maeve and Leo, using both lightning arrows and the swivel gun, try to shoot at and blow up any possible barrels that might be a little bit too close. Better they explode beforehand, and maybe a little bit of fire damage on the hull of the ship as you're going through it. With your locate object and both of yours perception as good as it is, this is a success and helps you to avoid quite a few of the barrels as is. Corey flies out and kind of does the same, pushing things out of the way, but realizes a little too late once she's out there that she's not really sure which ones have black powder in them and which ones don't have black powder in them. And there's a few of them that she says, this one's okay, this one's fine, and it turns out it wasn't fine. Don't take too much damage from it. There are a few explosions that are a little too close for comfort. Rosalind, also communicating with Corey and trying to point things out, also gets a little bit confused on one of them, being like, Corey said that one was okay. And with First Mate Flowers at the helm and being talked to by both of them, shut up, alarm, starts to get a little bit confused and flustered with the explosions going off. There are a few of them that you do hit and take, we'll say, 25 damage to the hull. Anything else that would have been, that might have hit, Leaf is able to redirect with his control water. And by the time you come out the other side of the debris field, there has been some damage done to the Pandering Breeze, but nothing that is too dire. And Rowdy Rachel says nothing that she can't fix in the meantime and get fully repaired once you get back to Port Damali.
Well, that could have been a disaster.
Could have been a disaster, yeah. So I'll put the Pandering Breeze. Oh yeah, 25 hit points is fucking nothing. I should have went way more than that. Is at 475 out of 500. I'm pretty sure the sharks did more damage to you than those did.
Yeah.
Yep, they did.
How are the horses?
Horses are pretty freaked out. But you're able to go down and get them settled and calmed within time. And from there, for the rest of the day, it's pretty smooth sailing. Rosalind.
Okay, never mind.
No, go ahead, Hermia. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Hermia at some point today would like to practice some more fighting without her magic stuff.
Okay.
I don't know who with. I know Leaf's always down to beat me up, but.
Yep. Well, do you want to go to Leaf, or do you want to go to Rosalind and maybe fight with Cole again?
I mean, I feel like Cole wasn't that tough.
I mean, Cole is like an orc. She certainly looks tough. Maybe I guess if you're just looking to get beat up, probably Leaf. But if you're looking to maybe...
Okay. Hey, Leaf.
All right, Rosalind, you hear Hermia calling to Leaf for another sparring match, and you get a fun idea.
Oh God.
Do I?
What if the top deck was laced with like a slippery oil
Fire.
substance of some
Oh.
kind?
Oil.
Did you say fire?
Who's giving her this idea?
Yeah, where's that idea coming
You basically you get this idea. You want to prank Hermia and Leaf in some way. You can do something else if you want, but how would you like to throw a little wrench in their gears?
Literally,
Leaf
or
doesn't-
figuratively?
Leaf doesn't have gears.
Hermia doesn't understand when people are playing jokes on her and when they're actually bullying her.
Rasa does not know how to respond.
Roz was not prepared for this.
Ross is like, I don't know how to prank.
I was like, yo, God, we pranked each other. It always ended in a fist fight back home.
Ross
say
just
that-
runs up and punches Hermia.
You could say that
just wanna get
Corey
beat
came
up.
up with the idea and gave it to Rosalind.
That's what I feel like. It's like I feel like Mia's not here, so like Roz has to prank now. Apparently, I don't know. Pass. I got nothing.
Oh, well, we'll just say then there's a leftover bucket of like some fish guts and stuff like that from some dinner and stuff that Spicy Tabby was making that she asked you to go and throw overboard. And when you hear that Leaf and Hermia are coming up to practice,
Okay.
trip a little bit and some of it kind of splashes over the deck where you know they're going to be sparring. And then you throw the rest of it over. And you just hear this, and you just kind of whistle along to this innocent, mischievous tune in your head as you do, and you sit down and wait for them to come up. Leaf, Hermia?
Yeah, Leaf.
Yes.
I have done some more thinking on my training, and I think, it'd be... Like, I think it's good that you're beating me up, because, like, usually when we're fighting, I try not to get hit. And I feel like not knowing how to take a hit is as bad as, like, always getting... Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But you understand, right? Please tell me you do, because I don't know how to explain it.
This one believes that you want to get hurt even more.
Sure, we can go with that. I mean, that's not exactly it. I just feel like I don't know how to take a hit because I never get hit. So you hitting me is actually a good thing.
All right.
So
let's start
spar.
with dexterity saves from both of you.
Okay. Oops.
12.
Okay.
Hold on. Where's my dex? Nope. I probably slip. That's 8.
Okay. Both you give me attack rolls at disadvantage.
Okay. Attack rolls?
Yep.
Okay.
Whoops. What is that?
I got a... Where's
What
my
is that,
sword?
Leaf?
I don't
Why does
know.
The second one have 2 numbers.
Do I use Foamir's attack or...
What are you
Or,
using? Are you using like
I guess
a
I'll
practice
use this
sword
the
or-
daggers. 12.
Okay, all right. So this one, this session definitely doesn't feel as effective as the previous ones did. Neither of you land very many hits, and even when you do, it's not very hard because you're constantly missing your footing, slipping, completely losing your feet out from underneath you, and hitting the deck hard on your ass. Roz, this is hilarious to watch. And they go on for a bit, like 15, 20 seconds before they realize we're not really getting very far here. And want to sort of move on to whatever the next thing is for the day.
Hermia just lays there.
You have this moment, Roz, where you're kind of chuckling to yourself and realizing, like, wait, why the fuck did I do that?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
That probably is what Roz is thinking to herself.
Sure is.
Leaf, why do I suck today?
Uh-oh.
This one,
I can't even, like, stay on my feet. I keep tripping over my own feet. I feel like I'm back at, like, elementary school.
believes there is a fish head in Princess Hermia the Wise's hair.
Why am I wise?
I don't know, but it's in my notes.
Oh, okay. Gross. Can you
Leaf.
get it out?
You see that Spicy Tabby comes up and collects a few fish from off the side of the ship and heads back down to make lunch for everyone. And you kind of start whistling this sweet little tune to yourself and think, you know what? This would be a great moment to prank a bunch of people on the ship all at once.
This is what Leaf thinks?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So he's just gonna leave Hermia
people.
laying there with a fish head in her hair.
This is
and,
after.
Like,
This is
go-
like later after the day, after you guys have concluded your training stuff.
Oh, okay. Hermia just goes to her room and sulks.
Leaf will put, before taking the fish head out, we'll put Druidcraft a little flower that has the same colorations as the fish head and where the fish head was in her hair.
All right, you have a multicolored flower in your hair.
It smells like fish.
Great, thanks.
All right, what's my idea?
I don't know. You know that
Oh,
Spicy Tabby is going to make some food right now.
Oh,
Everyone eats lunch. This is a great time to prank everyone.
yeah, okay.
Nobody made a wisdom saving throw. What's happening?
This one has a great prank idea. This one is going to cast as Spicy Tabby.
Yep.
As Spicy Tabby is leaves the kitchen for a bit. Leaf is going to go into the stores and just start destroying all of the water and the water jugs, and say,
Oh my god.
"Let us see what they will do when there is no water to cook with."
Is this a prank or is this just like
This is actually how we all died of dehydration at sea.
Little bit.
I mean, it's a prank
goodness.
because I can just make more water.
Okay, fair enough.
I guess.
So yeah, about a half an hour later, all of you hear as Spicy Tabby's like, "What the fuck?" And like everyone comes running, and she explains that all of the fresh water is gone. Every single barrel of fresh water is bone dry.
I swear I didn't do this, okay?
No one accused you.
I'm just having an off day, okay? I don't know what's wrong with me.
This one,
I keep smelling fish and I don't know why.
Do we see the fish head in her hair?
You don't see a
Not
fish.
a
You
fish
see,
head, it's
you see
flower.
a flower that's kind of like a silvery blue color, but anyone who stands near Hermia, like, yeah, she
Yeah.
smells like fish.
Raj just goes over and like sniffs at her like, you do smell like fish.
Make a
I
make a
know!
perception check, Rosalind.
Ah, the boy.
oh boy.
4.
Yeah, you have no idea where it's coming from, except Hermia, obviously. But
Yeah,
yep.
Hermia just leaves crying.
Mhm.
that's rough, buddy.
What's happening? Do we not have water? Why is there fish smelling things?
Spicy Tabby's like, I mean, we're gonna beat a Damali in like a day and a half, but whatever you have in your canteens, that's it, unless it rains.
Oh.
Fair
I
enough.
have the alchemy jug. We have 8 hours, or not.
That's
8
true,
hours,
we can
8
make more.
gallons.
All right, well, I guess that's
Okay.
something. You're on kitchen duty with me then, and she takes Leo off towards the kitchen.
Okay.
Leo's on kitchen duty.
Anything else that anybody wanted to do during the day?
Nope, just cry.
Just cry.
It feels like very off-toed to do this now. I was gonna have a conversation with Zana about something, but this feels more
No, sure.
concerning.
I mean, it is a little concerning that, like, yeah, all the water disappeared. So,
Disappeared.
like,
that does seem like a big
yeah.
deal.
So
Yeah.
Cole and Selena are like, all right, we'll kind of be a little bit on extra watch on what's going on. Someone's like, maybe it's more sea nymphs that we
Leaf
somehow
is
pissed
gonna
off or
say,
something.
Leaf is gonna grab Corey's hand and say, "Do not worry, the detectives will crack this case." And Leaf is going to Druidcraft a bunch of vines that looks like a Sherlock Holmes hat for
You're
Corey
going to
and Leaf.
solve the case that like you are the cause of.
It's perfect because that's what happens in every single one. It's always Sherlock that does it.
What?
Okay.
It's never that.
No, it's
not.
not.
It's
But
not?
okay.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, Sherlock never blew up Parliament. Like,
Oh. Well, this time it is.
Okay, so Corey and
Yes.
Leaf are on the case. But Maeve, you take Zana. How private do you want this to be?
Yeah, pretty private. I don't think
Okay.
she wants other people to listen to.
All right, sure.
Not
so,
like
so the two of you go
bad,
to
but-
one of your rooms then.
Hey, let me try to get back into the what kind of tone this needs to be. This is very off-putting. Anyway,
In the
this-
background, you can just hear Hermia crying about like she smells like fish.
bad time. God. Okay. Okay. Sorry. This is wild. Okay. Yeah. So she'll take her aside, I guess. She'll just kind of sorry. Things are a little hectic out there, so I didn't want to talk out there. But I after just thinking some things over, after seeing my sister, I just have a question for you, and I realize as I'm thinking about it that it's going to sound like a loaded question, but it's not. I just need to understand something. If that's okay.
Sure.
I've had people who I know care about me, making either implicitly or explicitly comments about me leaving this behind and going home. Whether it's my mother, whether it's my sister, and even Kalen. Not that he wants me to do that, but that I could. And it doesn't matter. It's not important whether you say yes or no, but I just want to understand. Do you feel the same about me?
I want you to be safe, but if I were to be, in order for me to be with you, if you went home, I would have to as well, which is not something that I want. I think what is motivating them that maybe you're not quite understanding is fear of the unknown. If you're back home, certainly there are still dangers. Your people hunt for their food, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not everything you hunt is prey. Larger predators hunt you back. There's a danger to it. I'm sure that when family members or significant others go out on dangerous hunts like that, you fear for their safety. You worry for them. You never know what could happen out there. When they're safe at home, you know that something is probably not going to happen to them. I think that it's maybe just an extension of that same sort of logic.
True. It's hard sometimes, and I know what they probably don't mean it this way, or at least some of them don't, but it's hard not to hear that option of leaving this behind and not also here because you can't handle it.
Well, think of it like this. Every hero that sets out to defeat a dragon is capable of it, but certainly not everyone is able to.
Yeah.
It's just the life we lead.
Yeah. I guess it's also just, besides maybe perhaps my mother, you're all doing dangerous things in your own way. I don't know what Chandra's doing. She's out doing something massively important that she can't involve me in. We all know what Kalen's doing, obviously what you're doing, what I'm doing, and it's just, I don't know.
None of us are the daughter or the sister of your mother and your sister. I'm sure that before Rosalind became a hero, her family tried to talk her out of it. It's a dangerous profession.
keep that in mind. It's I know it is their own way of trying to enact safety in an uncontrolled environment. The pleas get hard to hear after a while, and it's sometimes hard to know if you're doing the right thing when everyone's just either begging you or
There is
reminding
no
you.
right or wrong thing. There's just what makes you content, what fulfills you.
Well, I certainly wouldn't be content going home knowing what was going on here. That's for
There's
sure.
your answer then. If she can't accept that, that's her problem to deal with.
All right. Thanks.
Mhm.
I guess I better get going and figure out what on earth is going on today.
As you are leaving the room, shut the door behind you, there's a little part of you that feels a little guilty about always having these sort of dour talks with Zana, especially considering your new relationship. And as this sort of like sweet tune manifests in your mind, you think, you know what? Maybe a prank to liven things up.
My God.
How do you think you'd
Alright.
like to try and prank Zana?
Oh, let's see. How would I prank Zana and not get her to scream? Trying to think. I think. What would she do? Hold on. There is. Okay, let me think. I'm not saying that she will succeed at this, but I think the first thing she would think of is to try to get something, trying to get something out of her pocket, like to make it go missing.
Okay. I think the perfect person to employ for this would be Luster.
Okay, got it.
So, what of hers would you like to try and take? She
Trying to
has
think.
her firearms, obviously. She
Yeah.
has the clockwork amulet,
amulet,
that
I was
Hermia
thinking
gave
about.
her.
Yeah,
Let me see what else she might
think
have.
I think I would do the amulet.
The amulet. Okay.
I think so.
So I would like you can pick performance or deception check to try and deceive her while Luster flies outside and slips in through the window in his small form. So go ahead and start with a deception check, which I will give her
There-
disadvantage on because she doesn't suspect you to be lying to her. Sorry, deception or performance.
They're both +1, so.
Okay.
So whatever it takes. You said you want me to roll at advantage?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All right. Well, it's a +1 with advantage. Oh God.
All right, well, she
13.
rolled a 2. I don't think that her insight is going to matter much here.
Oh no.
7
Okay.
total. Okay. So you
Maybe it
knock on
doesn't
her
care,
door
but I
and she
care.
comes and opens up. Is there something else?
I just thought that while the day is nice, we should kind of take a walk in some fresh air. Also, I just need to figure out what this missing water issue is, and I feel like you would know better than I would.
Could be sea nymphs again. Make a stealth check for Luster.
What is his stealth check? I'm sorry. I think he.
It's probably just his dex.
Yeah, if he doesn't actually have it, these will just be whatever the stat is that's associated with it.
Sorry, I should have had the stop block open. I don't. It's not always in D&D Beyond. Okay.
Good.
Yep. So it is. His dex is just +1. Oh damn. Luster, why are you so not dexterous?
I mean, it is a dragon. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a 4 for him.
All right. Well, unfortunately, that's not getting past her
Yeah.
passive perception. So
Nope, that's okay.
as you're telling this to her, and Luster begins to try to squeeze into the window behind her, she just kind of puts her finger up, like, 1 second, and turns and looks. And as you look past her shoulder, Luster is like Winnie the Pooh in the window.
He's stuck in the
Like
window.
yeah, like his hips like
Aw.
don't quite push through, and he's like trying to wiggle, and as you both look back at him, he just kind of like freezes in place. Then she turns back to you. What's this?
How do I feel right now? Like, do I feel confused or do
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still trying to do this?
You know what the idea is, like what the idea was,
Yeah.
but suddenly
Yeah.
you're like,
Why did I do that? Okay.
yeah, pretty much.
So she'll kind of go, well, I was gonna have him just take something as a joke. She kind of trails that off as she looks to the side.
Can't believe I'm
don't know.
saying this, but you should probably run your jokes by Corey first.
True. I don't know why I even thought to do that. I should go, I think.
So was the going for a walk just...
Oh, no. I'm actually more concerned. Could we figure out what's happening? I'm getting actually kind of freaking out right now.
Okay.
I don't know. I heard
make...
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, sure.
Of course, make a perception check.
Perception. 28.
Okay. Before we get to that, Leaf, do you have any idea how you would like to try and frame Zana for the missing water?
Oh,
What?
fuck no. I have no idea. That's why I'm using...
Advantage on an intelligence check.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that comment.
All right, just roll a d20 at advantage.
Okay. That was only one? Yeah, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
good.
The
18.
the only way I was even going to entertain this was with a natural 20.
Oh,
So,
come on.
throughout your investigation with Corey, you keep trying to point the evidence towards Zana, and Corey's like, that doesn't make any sense, Leaf. You're like, but what if she unplugged it and poured them all out? And Corey's like, but there's no evidence that it was drained. They're dry. It's like it was magic.
Corey,
In fact,
you realize a hole is the only thing you can add to an object to reduce its weight.
but there weren't any holes in it, bud. They were just gone. It's like someone destroyed the water.
It's like someone added a hole and then added a hole to the hole to remove the hole.
I don't know. I think maybe
Divide by 0.
I think maybe this case is just, you have to go into our cold cases.
You would never say that.
Maeve, with
Yeah.
a 28 perception,
Oh,
as
sorry,
you walk...
sorry. 1 second. Hold on. Something broke. Okay, sorry. My
Okay.
headphones just broke. Go ahead.
As you're going down, because you want to sort of check out the barrels yourself,
Yeah.
to see if you can find anything. Passing by Roz, she's whistling this same tune that got stuck in your head earlier when you had the idea to prank Zana.
What's that song you're singing?
Hmm?
Song. You're whistling. What's that
As
song?
she points that out, you don't even realize that you're doing it. But you have no idea what that song is.
Probably something my mom used to sing. I don't know.
But that was in my head. And then I did something weird.
Leaf, up on deck, you notice that First Mate Flowers is whistling the same one. Make a perception check for me, Leaf. With a 32, as you notice, you're about to not really think too much of it, and you start whistling the song to yourself as well. And then you hear that melody just sort of in the air, and it kind of draws you over to the side of the ship. And as you look over the ship, you see just the briefest glimpse of a mermaid dipping down into the water and under the
Oh,
ship.
crap.
My dear Coryston, did you not see that's over there?
What was that? Sorry, I was looking around for clues, but I don't think there's gonna be any clues up here.
Of course, there's not going to be clues up here. You can't find evidence of a clue of a hole away from the. It's not important. There was a beast, a mermaid, aquatic beast. Somehow she knew the song that I was singing earlier. That this one was singing earlier.
That's weird. Why don't you go and talk to her?
Compliance. If he's going to hop off the side of the ship.
Okay, are you gonna turn into anything?
What's the spell I always cast? It is water breathing.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, yeah, so I'll hit the water and then I'll turn into a leaf dolphin.
Okay.
Aw.
So turning into a dolphin. You know you don't need water breathing if you're turning into a dolphin, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say if I wasn't gonna do that if I had water walking up. and I
Oh,
would just hit
gotcha,
the ground,
gotcha.
so.
Okay, so yeah, you don't have to cast water breathing. So you turn into a dolphin and dive down underneath and see holding on to the back of your ship and big smile across her face and just kind of trailing along behind it, you see a mermaid.
The mermaid. Does it see me?
Yeah,
See Leaf.
she waves at you.
Leaf will hold up a fin and wave back, and with the other fin, hold it to its head and say to Corey, I think it sees me.
Does she look dangerous?
It's looking at this one.
Are you doing Ghostbusters right now? Is that what is happening at this moment?
Okay, she's attacking Leaf now.
Ah!
Leaf, do you have under 100 hit points?
Yes.
Okay, power word.
I mean,
death.
not if you add them
Leaf
together.
dies.
Not if we add them together.
Wait. Does a dolphin have more than 100 hit points?
No.
Then yes. Yes, I know. Don't have it.
Okay, so what would you like to do?
Leaf will communicate to the mermaid and say,
What does that
What?
mean in dolphin?
that means hello.
You hear back in dolphin, hello. She seems to understand and speak the same language as you.
Leaf will respond. How did you know that melody that this one was singing earlier?
That's my melody. Silly human construct thing.
Automaton.
Silly
one-
automaton. Human thing.
This one is unsure. What's are you a mermaid?
I am a siren, but mermaid's another word.
Leaf has a brilliant idea using that advantage on and holds up its thing to think to Corey. This one has found the water thief.
Oh God.
Great. Who was it?
What?
And who was it? What proof do you have?
Let this one get back to you. Miss Siren, do you have a name?
I do, but why should I give it to you?
This one is asking.
Did I ask your name?
May this one have your name?
You can call me Lucy.
It's a joke in here that I don't get.
You guys are in the Lucidian Ocean.
Oh.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Do you require anything, or are you do you just hook up onto ships and sing your melody for the funsies, as they say?
Funsies. I like that. I just get entertainment out of watching you land dwellers do silly things like destroying your own supply of fresh water.
Worry. This one has cracked the case again.
Okay, who did it?
Let this one get back to you.
Leaf, that doesn't...
Indeed, pranking is actually one of this one's favorite pastimes. This one is quite good at it, if it says so itself.
How about if we play a little game then?
This one enjoys games.
If you can make the one with the red hair that you were fighting earlier cry even more, I'll give you a special treasure.
Oh, come on.
I mean, it's doable.
You just see tons and tons of like little numbers flashing, calculating. It shall be done.
Oh my god.
I'm not even mad.
I'm glad you're not.
I mean, Hermia's gonna be devastated. But
Yeah. Like
I'm
by
not
this
mad.
point, Hermia's almost cried herself like to sleep. Like the crying has just like gone to like gentle sobbing. And if there wasn't this overwhelming smell of fish, she probably would have just fell asleep.
Gosh. How do I put
She's
this?
asking like Folomir like if he can smell it, and he's like, I don't even have a nose.
Yeah, Folomir just doesn't even respond to you. All right, so you return topside.
I do. Where is Hermia right now?
Hermia's
In her
down in her
room.
room.
Excellent. Leaf is going to fashion a sort of bucket of what was the water that was, destroyed. He's going to create. It's going to create the water and put it in the buckets, and then just have like a string like right above where the door is. So
We'll say you druidcraft a vine.
a vine, there you go. That's a great idea. Does the doors open in or out?
In.
Fuck.
Oh, really? It's not fire safe.
Yeah, that's not fire safe at all.
We're on a boat.
It's a lot
Yeah.
of boat.
If the boat catches on fire, you're pretty fucked either way.
How can a boat catch on fire? We're literally on water.
It does.
Do you know how the majority of people die at sea in war?
So,
Fire.
so Leaf, it's easy enough. If you get a bucket, fill it with water, you basically kind of put it on a vine to hold it up, and then you attach another vine to the bottom of it. So when Hermia comes out, if you pull the vine on the bottom, it'll tip the bucket. So all you have to do is convince Hermia to come out of her room.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing.
All right. What do you say then? Well, here, start by
Going to
making a
say-
stealth. Start by making a stealth check for me. See if you can set all this up stealthily.
Okay, well, to start with, Leaf is going to cast an enhanced ability for Cat's Grace for advantage.
Hope you guys don't get into a fight today.
I mean, why would I need to get into a fight? All right, stealth. Hold on, I'm going to try to roll it with advantage. But I don't know how to do that. Is it this one? Nope, it's 3 again. God damn it.
All right. Well, you get 17. Hermia, what's your passive perception?
Hold on. It is 17.
Rollies, both of you roll. Well, we'll say that because you're crying and so like distracted with this, that the win goes to Leaf. But Leaf, as you are setting this up, Zana's door opens, and she just stares at you as like you're hoisting the like bucket of water up on a vine. You're just gonna stop and stare at her, and then she just closes the door.
Who does that?
Zana.
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 Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Zana. Leaf is going to just silently wink at Zana as much as an automaton without eyes can wink,
Yeah.
and then continues, and then telepathically it's going to hide, first of all, and then telepathically tell Hermia, say, Hermia, it's an emergency. We need you right now. Come right now. Hurry, emergency. Much like the ones you have before, emergency. But come through the door, not the wall.
Wait, you want me to come through the wall?
No, nope. That's the exact opposite of what this one has said. Come through the door like normal.
Leaf, what do you want? I smell gross. And I don't know why. And Fulmir won't talk to me. Like, I asked him like 5 million times, like, hey, like, why do I smell fish everywhere? Like, and he just like doesn't tell me.
Leaf is seriously considering if this is worth it right now. Leaf responds back with, "This one believes it knows why you smell like fish.
Why?
Come out. Deception. Come out, and this one will tell you."
Fine, Leaf. I'll come out, okay?
Make a perception check as you open the door.
Okay.
Maybe a dexterity
Oh,
saving
shit.
throw.
Well, I don't notice because I rolled a 2. So whatever. Oh wait, no,
All right.
that's a 9.
Still not enough. Make
9.
make a
Yeah.
dexterity save at disadvantage.
Get watered on.
Get watered on.
I mean, it
9.
might take care of the fish at least.
Might.
9.
All right, and as you step outside, a bucket of water or a bucket pours water all over you, and indeed, the flour is washed out of your hair as well, and you are now soaking wet.
What the fuck, Leaf? What did I do?
Do I hear this?
Oh yeah,
Roz-
everyone hears the
Okay.
shrill scream of Hermia, no matter where you are on the ship.
Running after that.
Roz,
Is she crying yet?
Roz continues to lay in her bed. She's like, I'm not dealing with this.
I
Yep,
will. I
yep.
will run over.
Are you crying, Hermia?
Do I roll to cry?
Roll to cry. Remember, crying
Make
is a
a
free
wis-
action.
Make a wisdom saving throw. I don't know.
Okay, a wisdom saving throw. Do I do it at disadvantage or what?
You feel you need to
Completely
do
up to you.
I mean, she's had a like rough day. She like
She
wanted to look
has.
cool in front of Roz like today, and she did like during like the whole like explosion thing, but then she fell, and then she smelled like fish, and then Roz said she stinked.
Yeah, go ahead and
And
make it a
then-
disadvantage.
Okay.
If you're within 10 feet of Roz's room, though, you probably have a +5 bonus to the check.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm next to Zana's room.
Well, Zana's
I got a-
across the hall, but yeah.
Oh, I got a 5.
Okay, yeah, you when you
You're
show
correct.
up, Maeve, Hermia is standing here in the hallway, drenched. You see the bucket hanging from a vine above her, and she's
Whoa.
just sobbing.
What is
Why
it?
am I cursed?
Hey, okay, what's going on? Wait, why
I'm
is there
still-
water? Where'd this water come from?
I don't know. Leaf's being mean to me, and I don't know why.
Leaf,
You
what-
just see vines curl up on top of Leaf's head in a Sherlock Holmes hat and say, "This case is getting weirder and weirder."
Leaf,
I don't know what that
You-
means.
Leaf, why'd you put a bucket of? Where'd you find water? Why'd you put a bucket of water over Hermia's head?
This is how this one has found the situation, as it also came to Hermia's wailing. Deception.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, he said deception. Neither of you believe him. You both know Leaf is behind this.
Leaf,
Leaf, why
Okay,
are you
Apologies.
pranking me all day?
he's not the only one that's done something out of character. I tried to.
Is
like-
it out of character though?
Corey
know, I
comes
just-
downstairs and goes, Leaf, are you going to tell me about
Oh,
the
wait,
mermaid that you found?
I think Mia's here, by the way.
Oh, Mia, are you here?
Maybe.
Oh,
Leaf
okay,
is
there.
bullying me.
Let me
There's
get
a
you
lot that's just
let,
been
let-
happening.
let me get you caught up really quick, Corey. People have randomly been pranking people out of character. Leaf saw a mermaid. All of the water on the ship, like all the fresh water, is just gone. Like the barrels
Thanks, Leaf.
are like completely empty, like they're bone dry. You and Leaf are
It was a
trying to.
cold case. We couldn't figure it out. What
You
happened.
and Leaf were trying to figure it out. He kept wanting to put the blame on Zana for some reason. And then when you were up on deck, he saw a mermaid, told you about it, jumped off the edge, turned into a dolphin, went to talk to her, and kept telling you that he solved the case, but he'll get back to you. Now, here we are in the hallway. Hermia is soaking wet. There was a bucket attached to a vine above her bedroom door, and Leaf is trying to act innocent.
First, you like make me like fall all over myself during training. Like I asked you for help, you could have said no. And then what you did something, so I smelled like fish all day. And then you just dumped this gross water all over me.
Leaf is going to
What did I do wrong?
slowly walk up to Hermia and place gently place a hand on her shoulder and say, with compassion, this one has to leave, and turns around and walks away.
It just cries harder.
Okay. Well, does she still smell like fish? By the way.
It's sort of lingering a little bit, but it's not as strong as it was.
Okay. I do try to like figure out if I can find the source of the smell while
Make a
I get
perception
closer.
check.
Okay. Cool.
In her room, Roz has heard all of this and is just like, Light, I've changed my mind. I'm
27.
coming home.
With a 27, you kind of follow the scent. You realize it's not as strong on her as it was, and you follow the
Yeah.
scent sort of down, like the water sort of spewed, both ways down the hallway.
Yeah.
And you follow it sort of back down towards the common area where you eat, and pick up the wet flower and sort of sniff it and realize how strong it is, that was the source.
Okay, there was a flower on your head that smelled like fish, Hermia, but I'm not sure where it came from.
Sure.
I don't know.
I thought he did. Because
Yeah,
he took
leave.
the fish head out, and then he put this flower in. I thought he was just being nice because, like, it kind of sucked that, like, I was terrible during training today. But no, he's, like, totally, like, pranking me, and I don't know what I did wrong.
I don't think it's you. I just weirdly tried to, I guess, prank, right? That was a prank I was trying to do.
What?
What? I tried to prank Zana. That didn't work,
How?
obviously.
How?
Oh, wait. I asked Luster to take something of hers.
How is that a prank? That's just being a thief.
Listen, maybe I'm not very good at pranks.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe,
know.
like, ask Corey next time. Like, she's good at those. This
Dad,
was not a prank.
what's
This was
up?
just being mean.
I'm being summoned.
Corey, Leaf is being mean to me, and I don't know why.
Listen, I don't exactly like pranks, but something is off. Roz was whistling this tune, and I was hearing this tune as well. Okay. But who just got rid of the water? And then
What
made more water.
water?
We don't have any water on the ship except for this
Tell you
bucket
what.
of water that fell on you.
Maeve, make a...
Can I make an Arcana check?
you can do... I'll let you do Arcana, Insight,
Sure.
or Investigation.
Okay. I will do... I think I'm going to do Insight. 18.
Okay. With an 18, as you're kind of like listing through all of these things,
Yeah.
the other sort of strange thing is, if all the water was destroyed, then how did Leaf get a bucket of it?
Right. Yeah. Wait.
Hermia, make an Arcana check.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Out of game.
Okay. It's an 18 plus, I think it's 10.
Yeah,
Oh,
easily.
11.
So with that, when she's like, all of our water is destroyed, and then Leaf was able to apparently create water, Hermie's like, well, yeah, he knows the destroy create water spell.
Yes, you're right.
Wait, so why is Leaf being extra Leaf today?
I don't know. Corey,
Leaf.
have you seen anything weird about Leaf?
DM, have I seen anything weird about Leaf?
Well, you know that he
He
found
found
a
a mermaid.
mermaid that he went and talked to under the ship.
As a dolphin.
Oh, yeah, there was the mermaid you went to go see? He met a
What
mermaid.
did he go see?
He turned into a dolphin and he wanted to go talk to a mermaid, and so he did. That shouldn't have any weird repercussions, right?
Do I know
Mermaid?
anything about mermaids?
What would that be, a nature or like a
Yeah.
arcana?
Survival?
Go ahead and make a nature check.
I am bad at nature,
I'm
Any
only
of us?
+1.
but I will try anyway.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, not 20, but like 20, not nat. There you go. That's what I
Okay.
said.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, both of you know that mermaids, also known as sirens, are known to be both deadly and mischievous when it comes to sailors. Like, some of them just use their siren song to sort of entrance and mesmerize sailors and have them do weird stuff. But some of them also do that to be able to eat people.
Oh,
Well,
Meanwhile,
this-
Leaf,
well,
are you
Leaf isn't
going?
a people, so I don't know if they can eat them.
Are you going
Wow.
back out to meet with Lucy the mermaid?
Oh, yeah.
No. So you hop in and you turn into a dolphin. You don't see her.
You just
Perception
lost-
check.
Make a perception check.
I'm excellent at these.
Yep.
Oh,
She's gone.
son of a bitch.
She fucked off after making you look like an asshole to everyone.
Yep.
Oh, well, that's just what she thinks.
Use locate creature.
Leaf is going to flop back up onto the deck.
Yep.
What's happening?
Do I have I don't have a sending stone.
Maeve has a few.
Will she give you them now?
I don't know.
I assume once you guys realize, like, came to the realization that Leaf
Yeah,
is
we're
probably
looking
behind.
for him.
All right, so yeah, you come up on deck and you see Leaf pop back up as a dolphin and then turn back into himself.
Are you talking to a siren?
The siren has left the building, or in this case, vicinity.
Is there even a siren though?
Yes.
Do I believe him? I mean, he's been lying to me all day.
Make an
It
insight
was
check.
humming. It was humming a song that I created this morning.
I'll make
That this
an
one
insight
created.
check as well.
I love that you're trying to take credit for
19.
the mermaid song.
17.
Yeah, a song which, by
19.
the way, nobody can recall now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the song?
There's a song I was humming.
If each of you
okay.
try
It
to
goes-
hum or whistle it, you all produce four
Yeah.
distinctly different
goes-
Hernia
versions.
has not heard this song, so
Correct.
she just thinks you're making up shit.
Yeah.
Um,
No. Yeah.
Leaf, make a persuasion check. Not for the song, for trying to persuade them that you met a mermaid.
Hmm. 17.
What did you get, Hermia?
That was what I got at 17.
I got 19.
Okay, yeah, you both believe him.
Okay.
I don't know if I do all the way.
I mean, some of that stuff you took a little far, I think.
Hold on,
Why did you?
please. Hold that
Why
thought.
did you have to make me cry so many times today?
Because the mermaid, the siren, promised this one a special gift.
For making Herbia cry?
Again, yes.
Why
What?
did you destroy the water then?
This one is not sure. Also, that case is cold. We have never found the culprit to that.
You
We
just
don't-
admitted
I
that you
think we
just said
did,
you
bud.
weren't
I
sure.
think we
why you
cracked the
did it.
case
We-
wide open.
Okay, first of all, can you make the water come back so that we don't dehydrate ourselves?
Yes. But
Thank you.
first, may this one have a sending stone
No.
Why?
to contact the siren.
No, we're not gonna contact the siren. It's a lost cause. She was tricking you. That's what they do. We're
Well-
lucky she didn't eat you. Or destroy you, honestly. I don't think they can eat
This
you.
one would like to see it try. But also, this one needs to administer divine retribution.
In what? Honestly, the fact that
Later time, bud.
I think
Why
we
don't
need to
we
cut our
get-
losses.
Yeah, let's get the water situated. Let's,
And-
we should repair your relationship with Hermia too.
Yes, and I need to apologize to Sana as well. But yes, I think an apology to Hermia and maybe the people in charge of the kitchens for the water.
Spicy Tabby.
Ross probably thinks I'm so lame now because if you leave.
No.
This one
highly-
does not think it's just because of this.
Okay.
Look, this
let's
one-
work
Burst
on
into
that.
tears
Okay.
again.
This one
Me?
has said that in an improper manner. This one does not believe you that at
Hermia
all.
just walks away, just goes to her room and
Gosh.
just shuts the door.
Oh God. Oh God.
This one thinks the siren is still
Yes.
here.
Roz.
No.
Chris, do you remember the time at the end of campaign 1 when Drea gave Evelyn a book that was a guide on how to be an awful mother that she supposedly wrote?
Oh my god. What?
Vaguely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
remember
sounds
that.
Roz, you hear Hermia slam her door and start crying again.
Roz, indeed, yeah. Thanks to Leo. Hey, you want to drink heavily?
Did you give a sending stone to Leaf or no?
No.
Okay.
Oh, rude.
So as the day goes on, no
Oh,
more...
hold on.
Yes.
After creating the water, which I shall use my last first level spell slot to do, Leaf is going to spend 10 minutes casting Scrying on the mermaid.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yes, you do have firsthand knowledge of them.
Yep. All right, what's the DC? She
She
rolled a 6. No, it's fine. So your consciousness is dragged down somewhere deep into the ocean where you see this mermaid hanging out with like 3 other mermaids. And she's like, and then he just destroys all of the water on the ship, which I can't be certain about, but I'm pretty sure that like land dwellers need that to like live or something like that. So if they have a long journey in front of them, they're probably all gonna die. And they all just start laughing. And it's basically just 10 minutes of her recounting all of the stuff that she made y'all do to each other.
This is like the Mean Girls of like mermaids.
Wow.
This one will remember this.
I'm convinced the people of Torres are 100% right about the ocean. This place sucks.
I just bullied
worse
Hermia
in
for no
Torres.
reason.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely worse in Torres.
Yeah.
Everything's worse in Torres. That is for sure a shirt they have there.
I will mentally think to Hermia and ask if she would like to talk or if she just wants space.
Hermia's just gonna say she wants to be left alone.
Okay. I'm sorry for what happened. Let me know if I can do anything, okay?
Hermia messaged you back and says it just reminds me a lot of how I used to be growing up.
Bullied?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not fair that this happened to you. And even if it was caused by a siren, I'm sorry that you felt targeted.
Thanks, May.
Do you want me to at least get you some towels or something dry?
I have some in here.
Okay. Let me know if you need to talk, okay?
Okay.
All right. So
I can bring you down food. Go ahead.
As the rest of the day goes on, is there anything else that anybody would like to do?
I need to do something nice for Sana. I don't know what though.
Yeah, Roz is gonna ask Light if she can talk to Levix if he's around.
He's not around at the moment, but I can get a message to him.
Thank you. I need to talk to my uncle if he's willing to.
Just in general? Is this an extended conversation?
I mean, I don't know how long you're able to put us in touch for. I've got some questions about the Raven Queen.
I could probably answer some of those for you.
I mean, fair. So Hermia's got sword it belonged to a champion of the Raven Queen, and it's having trouble doing what it's supposed to do, and I only kind of understand what that is, but I was thinking if anyone might have an idea about how to help a implement of a champion of the Raven Queen, it would be Levix.
I will let him know. And you can possess my body to talk to him if he has time.
Thank you.
Okay. At that point, you hear a knock on your door.
Yeah.
And Corey comes in.
Hey, Corey.
Sorry, I don't want to control to do. But, I wanted to talk to you really quick if that was okay.
Sure. I'd say close the door, but she shrugs like, we all know it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, so I'm going to talk to you in your head. This is me talking to you inside your...
Does she have her fingers up like this? Okay.
Yep.
Roz will also put her fingers up like this.
The connection becomes clearer.
That's infuriating.
Well, why? You have your antenna up. It's reception waves.
Just
Yep.
makes
Radio.
sense.
Go. Zap.
Well, I guess I just wanted to check in on you after you know, the shadow boss fight and stuff.
Yeah. No, it went well. My sister's back in the abyss, and her and Light have made a new pact with each other, a new understanding of their pact.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Shadow and I have a pact of our own now that I'll be, well, serving out for the rest of eternity, but, you know,
Oh,
that's okay.
is it? Oh gosh. Wait, what did you sign on to? Wait, what does that mean?
Well, if she ever truly goes evil, I am bound to be there to stop her.
You
And
hear
so
light in
that'll-
your head, if you're still around.
I will still be around. Maybe not this me, but it'll be a future me.
Hopefully. We still don't know the extent of you losing Ceres.
All right, well, that's something to worry about when I can actually do something about it.
I lied.
Hello,
I
Corey.
assumed that was her because you started talking, and I'm like,
Yeah.
she's not talking to me at all.
Right. Yeah, she says hello.
Did she sound happy?
Yes.
For her, yes.
Awesome. Does that mean I get to call her sister too?
Mm,
She gave a discontented groan, which also
tell
for her
her
may
that
mean
Shadow
yes.
hates her the most.
She says she wants you to know that Shadow hates you the most, which is probably good because before you, she definitely hated me the most. So, I mean, that's
Well,
where
I
you have to
guess-
start.
Yeah. I guess that's fine if it helps you, but also, what did I do?
I don't know, didn't you like inception deeper into her brain?
That's exactly
Oh,
why.
yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool. No, it was a little traumatizing. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was very traumatizing. So,
I'm
um,
sure for
I
her
get it.
too.
Yeah, yeah.
I, listen, I've never tried to pretend I know exactly what it was like for them, but I was young when I lost my parents too, so I know that much. But yeah, I'm okay. It's one less thing to worry about, and it's lets me focus more on what we're doing here than what I've got going on back home.
Right. Right.
You
Okay.
mentioned you wanted me to talk to someone.
Oh, did I?
did.
Did I say that? Okay, yeah, I said that. Yeah, I was hoping you'd be open to that. Not today, not now. But more than likely when we hit Port Damali. Just 'cause like, I don't know, I have to go figure out if Leaf and Hermie are okay, 'cause we have this big outing planned and it's gonna be super awkward if they're still beefing,
Let's hand up. Wait, what big outing?
Oh, Hermia wants she wants to do the fight pit, you know? So, yeah.
I see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you guys are welcome to come. That's kind of why she's been like practicing so much with Leaf, you know? I'm sorry, you didn't know any of that, did you? I'm just, look at me spewing it all out there.
It's okay. No, I didn't.
Okay.
But that's fine.
I'm sorry. No.
No, I told you.
Yeah, you mentioned that you wanted to beat someone up in Port Damali,
Yeah.
and she's like,
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what she meant. She just wanted to air out some frustrations. And it's kind of like, when I was going through my mood thing, I was like, I'm going to be like Zana and be a badass and then like, stir up some trouble. It's just that kind of arc, like you just got to mess up so that you're at, uh or when you do mess up, I should say, you want to do as much as you can to kind of make up for it. Does that make sense?
It does. I
Yeah.
don't know if beating up some random goons in a fight pit's gonna do that, but yeah, that's fine.
Well, I mean, it seems to make you feel better, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're
After
like, I
Corey
want to
says
fight.
that, Light goes, took you getting beat up a few times to learn some lessons.
I wasn't. She's like, she kind of hears that coming from both sides, and she's like, "All right, listen here. I wasn't going to fight to like get anything out. I went to get beat up because I wanted to hurt. I didn't want to feel good. I didn't want to feel better. I wanted to feel like shit because that's what I was supposed to feel like.
Outside of Zadash, when that Goliath, half giant, whatever, the one
Orc.
that you met at the Colosseum,
The
you
orc.
wanted to prove that you could beat him without your god and without your powers, and he kicked your ass bloody.
Corey Ross looks so pissed off right now. Okay.
Wait, am I saying that wrong? I mean,
No,
look.
it's Light. Listen, you listen here. Two things.
Okay.
One, we almost it was like
It was not
barely.
close.
It was close.
It was not
very
close. No, it wasn't.
Okay.
It was really close.
Nope.
And also, it was a completely different issue I was dealing with at that point. Yes, I was trying to prove I didn't need my god, but later on, listen, I kind of have a
Hermia's
thing.
trying to prove that she doesn't need her sword. It's the same thing.
Yes, that's
I wish
fair.
I could hear Light right now.
Just tell her that I'm saying a bunch of stuff that's correct and you're having a hard time hearing it.
Uh,
Go ahead.
You okay,
Like to
Roz?
say-
You look a little mad.
Light is saying a bunch of things that are correct, and I'm having a hard time dealing with it. I'm so used to her being wrong that it's hard when she's right.
Oh, man. Well, isn't this fun? We're just the three of us, three sisters gabbing,
She nods. Yeah, this is fun. This is what I always wanted growing up. It sure is that.
Well, anyways, I don't know. And it's like, just from my journey, I know that way back when, and sometimes even now, you guys would have a hard time telling me no. So, and like looking back at it now, sometimes I just had to do the thing, like, whether it turned out okay or not, to find out for myself. Does that make
Mhm.
sense?
Oh,
So,
I don't think it's wrong what she's going to do. It's just one of those things where, having gone through it, it's hard to watch someone else have to learn the lesson too.
well, maybe if you go talk to her and be like, hey, that thing that you want to do, like maybe you could say like, you could spar with me, like I'll help you, especially because I don't know if Hermia's okay with Leaf right now. And then maybe you could like kind of talk her through it. I don't know. It's just like when people say they want to fight, I'm like, well, then
He looks
fight.
at you suddenly, Corey. Nods.
Oh,
It's a good idea. Will you excuse me?
yeah. So you're totally okay with talking to that person and you're not going to tell anyone else, right?
She gives you a grin. Corey, with the people that I have introduced and forced into your life, I would have to be one hell of a hypocrite to have a problem with meeting one of your friends.
That's what I like to hear. Okay, bye. Love you, Roz. Have fun.
And she's going to go over and see Hermia.
All right. before that, Maeve, you wanted to go and...
I didn't know I didn't know if we should make this a scene, but sure.
Oh, we're making it a scene.
Oh God. All right. So after having attempted to talk to Hermia, she will go back to Zana's door, take a deep breath, rub her temples, and mentally think to her, hey, so I'm sorry for what happened. Turns out there was a siren messing with some people. Leaf took it a little too far. But I figured as an apology, we could have a shooting contest and you can beat my score really badly.
She opens... Are you outside her door when you do this, or where you at when you... You are? Okay, so she just opens the door to see you standing there.
Hi.
So your way of apologizing to me is by challenging me to a contest you know I'll win.
I figured you might enjoy, humiliating me or something.
Why would I enjoy that?
She kind of scratched the back of her head. I don't know. I guess okay.
I didn't require an
You-
apology before, but now I'd like one. But better than that, so let me know when you have it. And she closes the door.
That-
Meanwhile, Corey, you find Leaf.
Great.
And Hermie and Roz, you'll be next. Corey is very popular, so we gotta work through her scenes real quick.
That's fine.
I'm
That's
sorry.
fine.
I
No,
also
no,
called
don't stop, don't
Corey.
be sorry.
Yes, I know that you want to talk to Corey as well. Yes.
Leaf.
What?
What?
But
I just wanted to yell.
you want to be
Where are you in your room? Where are you?
Leaf has many. Leaf is in its room, surprisingly, but also it has what looks to be several parchments, kind of stapled to a wall with little needles, and then there's vines all connecting to and from each of the things. And as you open the door and say hi to Leaf, Leaf has this look where he's like,
The Pepe Sylvia.
Smoke a cigarette.
God damn it. Can you do something other than memes?
Nope.
"Why?"
Oh. Leaf, when did you get time to do all this?
This one has had nothing but time since the reflection.
The reflection.
Sometimes people don't like to be punked.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, bud.
And sometimes
I-
the punky must be the punked.
So because you got punked by the mermaid?
Yes, let's go with that.
Oh.
This one is going to find and hunt down the mermaid and end it with not divine retribution, but primal retribution in the name of the Earth Mother.
Oh.
It may
That
not be
sounds real
today.
dark.
It may not be tomorrow, but one day it shall meet its untimely demise.
Leaf swears vengeance.
Anyway, what can I help you with,
Leaf is
best
now
friend
an Oath
Corey?
of Vengeance paladin.
Oh, well, I guess I kind of wanted to talk to you about that, but I'm really moved right now. Yes. Yes, it was uncool what that mermaid did. I don't know if we'll be able to find her, but I could give her a nightmare if you wanted. I could go give her a nightmare.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'll give her a nightmare. How about in return, why don't we work towards, maybe apologizing to Hermia?
Do you think that would go over well?
I mean, sometimes it's not easy, but you gotta do it, right? When you're going through hell, you just gotta go through.
Leaf will cock its head a bit and say nothing. Instead, it raises its fingers to its head and telepathically sends a message to Hermia and says, Lady Hermia, would you like me to beat you into a bloody pulp as an apology?
Leaf, I don't
Yeah,
know what you're
ignores
saying.
you.
Leaf, what are you doing, bud?
This one has attempted to apologize. It
What
appears
did you
that
say?
Lady Hermia needs more time.
What did you say specifically, bud?
This one said, deception. This one is very sorry about everything it has caused today.
Okay. All right, bud. So here's the thing. You saying that tells me you know what the right thing to say is, but you just don't want to do it. Why don't you want to do it, bud?
Processing.
You know, this one's RAM and battery packs are very low. After doing all that processing of finding that culprit of the missing water rack,
Mhm.
and also all this, so can this one take a rain check?
Well, yeah. Yeah, sure, bud. I don't wanna overwhelm you or overload your sensors or whatever you got. Um, but I mean, it like what you said right there. I think that would be enough for Hermia. I think it might take a little more because I don't know what you actually said. Um, but like,
This
you
this
made her.
one this one offered what it believed was a fair trade offer. No, that's wrong. This
What
one
did you
offered
say?
this one offered a peace offering, an olive branch for what many humans consider.
So what did you say though?
This one offered to beat her into a bloody pulp like before.
That's not. Yeah. So I'm gonna put a pin in that. Okay. So that's not something that is okay to say when the other party is genuinely upset.
Best friend Corey. This one and Lady Hermia have a very special and unique relationship. She likes to
Okay.
be very badly beaten. Very badly beaten, and this one enjoys acquiescing.
I don't think she wants to be beaten. You do know she's asking you because she trusted you, Leaf, because she thought that your expertise would help her fight better. You know that, right?
That this one provided very good expertise in fighting.
Right, but you're framing it in a way where it's like she intentionally wants to get hurt. That's not her intention. She wants to learn and to grow better and to eventually beat you.
This one has picked up in many wavelengths of other humanoids, and this one was detecting very similar heartbeats to that of one Rosalind when Rosalind wanted to get beaten very poorly, very badly.
I know. We know. But look, I don't even have the answers because you're right, Leaf. We do a lot of things sometimes that are questionable in one way, sometimes brings us harm and we don't care. But all I'm saying is that when you're up for it, we should talk about how you kind of, apologize and repair your relationship with Hermia because you consider her a friend, right?
Of course.
And you would make sure that, she's happy and she's not hurt.
This one believes that Princess Hermia is very strong, despite having a very soft and squishy outer exterior.
Okay, well,
One would even say that she is the strongest out of everyone here.
oh, that's beautiful. See, you should say that, Leaf, because the thing about people, mortals, sometimes, like, we just need to be told those things.
Sometimes when this one explains things to people, they do not believe it because this one is just an object.
Hey, no, you're not an object, bud. I get where you're coming from. I do. And, I think for what it's worth, I think it's really cool that you are helping her out with that kind of stuff.
This
But,
one does enjoy it.
Okay, don't say it like that. But yeah, I get it. I get it. All right. Well, have fun with your mastermind board here.
All right.
This one
so,
is.
As that wraps up, Roz, you go over to Hermia's room.
She just knocks at the door. Hey, Hermia,
Yeah.
mind if I come in for a moment?
I don't really feel like having company right now.
Okay. Well,
Can we talk tomorrow?
we can. Whenever you want to. Tonight after dark, when everyone goes to bed, I'm gonna be up on the top deck doing some hand-to-hand drills. So if you want to learn something like that, then meet me up there tonight.
Okay, I'll think about it.
And she heads back to her room.
Hermia, did you want to call Corey telepathically into your room?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Corey, as you're leaving Leaf's room, Hermia asks you to come visit.
I bump into Roz. Whoop. And I
Walks
say
past.
in her head, "It didn't go okay."
No.
Time will tell.
And then I knock on Hermia's door, if it's still there.
Door?
It is. It was repaired.
Okay.
Hermia opens up the door like a crack and just pulls you in.
Hey,
Hi.
you okay?
I've been a mess today. Roz wanted to talk, and I feel like making like myself look dumb in front of her anymore today. So I said I didn't want to talk, but I kind of
Okay.
did. But I stand by not looking dumb in front of her anymore today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
But
hear that.
I talked to Maeve a little bit, and I think like the reason I'm so upset is like, I was a loser, right? Like back home,
No.
like straight up loser.
I don't
Like,
believe that for a
only
second.
my brother was my friend. That dude at like the ball that was all creepy on Roz, like he fucking stabbed me, and the teacher like said that like, oh, he didn't do it. Like, Hermia, you probably just tripped and fell and stabbed yourself. Like, but
It's really fucked up.
bullied a lot, I guess.
Yeah.
And I don't know, today it just made me remember it. And I want your, like, remember when I asked you like, can we can I like dream fight myself? I was wondering if like, okay, I feel better when I like beat shit up. So I was wondering if
Yeah.
like I could like just beat up like, I don't know, my bullies in a dream. I feel like
Yeah, and I turn into Damien Frostfire. And
Arctic.
of course, darling. You can beat up on this face anytime you'd like. I honestly don't
So
remember
can we
what
do
he
that?
sounded like. I know that was pretty bad. But yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah. You can. I'll probably dream you to me, and then I can look like whoever, and we can just pow
Or
pow
you-
pow.
Or you could dream her to one of her bullies if you wanted
We could
to.
actually just give all of your bullies nightmares. I could make them think that the gods above are like righteous in their fury and are like, this is what you get for being a little shit back in middle school.
I think I have a better idea. So, okay. What if I take like all of my self-doubt and like, you know, my anxieties and just kind of like manifest that into like, I don't know, like a person that I could then fight, like a symbolic fight of
Yeah,
therapy.
yeah. Honey bun, it's the dreamscape. We can do whatever. We can do, well, not everything. But we can do a lot. We just
Don't make
fight.
any deals with anyone you meet there.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to be careful because there are actual things that live in there. But yeah, I got you. We'll
Okay.
just send you into my head, or I'll
Be
send
my
myself.
head. You could come with me
Yeah,
and
I'll send myself into your head,
There you go.
and then I can sculpt however you want it to be.
okay.
Yeah.
I think that would make me honestly feel
Ooh,
a
could
lot
I
better.
talk to Chad in there? Could I actually hear what he sounds like in?
I mean, we can try. Usually
Could
when
we
I
send
dream,
you into his dreams?
The eye roll Robbie just gave.
I
I don't think
tap the sword. Do you dream?
The sword vanishes.
he does dream, but also like he's like a vestige. And
Yeah.
he doesn't let anybody hear him talk. So I don't know if he'd let you go into his dream.
Well, I could certainly try, you know.
You can
I mean,
certainly try.
maybe on a different day. Like
You're right.
I always
I gotta,
dream
yeah.
him in my dream with me, but he's like still a sword. So if he want to talk to you, like he'll talk to you there, I guess. But
Oh, it'll happen. I say, you hear that, Chad? It's gonna happen. We're me buds.
All
Whether
right,
you
so
like it or
you
not.
and Hermia plan for a dream sparring date before you run off to find Leo, Corey. Leo, where do you
Alright,
think
bye.
you're at?
make sure to come back.
I am. I have a lot of dreams to do today.
What time of day is
Corey
it?
is a busy person.
It's later in the night now. Sun is pretty much gone down. It's like the end. You can still see like the red and the orange from the sunset, but the sun itself is completely behind the horizon.
Then I might be down with the horses, giving them their like last little bit of food
Yep.
for
So
the
you're
night.
down sort of feeding the horses and just kind of brushing them to help keep them calm.
Oh,
What up?
did I spook the horses?
Nope.
Ah, dang.
Do you want to try to spook the horses?
Yeah.
Make a stealth check.
Oh, I have that advantage.
Swear to God, if I get kicked by a fucking horse.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, all right. Horses don't see you coming. Yeah, they rolled a 1 and a 2, so you spook them pretty good, and one of them kicks a hole in one of the water barrels, and it starts draining out onto the floor.
Jeez.
Oh, that was good.
Corey,
Hey,
didn't we get rid of the siren?
yeah, we did. Everyone was having pranks today, and it's the one day I wanted to behave, you know? I think that's very rude of everyone. Like, y'all should let me know.
Oh, I didn't prank anyone either. I kind of
Yeah, well,
ended
there's
up
still-
cleaning
there's
up
still some
after
time.
everybody's messes.
There's still some time. You can get back at everyone.
Like what?
Oh, you want to plan this? You want to do this right now? Okay. Because you're so sneaky, you know, it'd be so funny if we drew something on like the sails so that when they unfurled, and it could literally be tomorrow anytime. It'd be really funny. Like if we drew a big dick up there or something. It'd be funny.
That
It'd be
would
funny,
be
and it wouldn't hurt.
harmless.
Exactly. It wouldn't hurt anyone.
You know what else is harmless? You know we
What?
have those beads of illusion, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We could toss one out the front of the boat, and, like
Mm-hmm.
conjure a kraken.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
Wait, what? Does the illusion get that big though?
I don't know. I just know they do illusions. I don't know the magic behind them.
Oh, no, it's okay. Whatever it doesn't, I'll make up the rest for sure. I think you know what? That's exactly what we need. We need a group activity, like a team building exercise again. because I think everyone's getting a little like, what is the term? Like a little, like when you're boxed up for so long, and I think everyone's just like, we're
Cabin
stuck on this
fever.
boat. Yeah, whatever it is. So maybe we just need to be reminded that, hey, we're a group, we're a party, we're a family, be a fun thing.
The Beads of Illusion can make an object no larger than a 20-foot cube.
It's still pretty big.
It's still pretty big.
Especially if you only made it like one tentacle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So, okay, yes, we're doing that. Tomorrow? Next day? No, we only have one more day, right? Until
We'd have to
Damali?
do it tonight.
We'd have to not? We're going to be there tomorrow?
You
If
have
this doesn't
9 Beads of Illusion, by the way.
dope.
I'll put that in there.
So we could summon like fucking 9 tentacles.
We could. We absolutely could. Okay. I love this idea. But before I get ahead of myself and forget why I want to come talk to you, so you've been like a roguey rogue your whole life, right?
Yeah, it's just a trade though. It's nothing special.
Okay, like what was your specialization? Was it murdering? Was it info seeking? Was it management?
Management, paper pushing. I didn't really like getting my hands dirty that often. I usually
Oh,
convinced
really?
others to do that for me.
Oh,
That's why I
no,
look
that's
the way.
perfect. No, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, so how would you go about, say if I could dream to people, and if I dreamed into someone who was um um on an island, not any particular island, that could get information for me about some baddies, how would you convince them of doing so, but like not blowing your cover, or you know what I mean?
That depends. Like, are we talking about the pirates?
Maybe, maybe not.
Well, if we're talking about the pirates, how do they operate from day to day? How would you see their day-to-day life? Imagine that and just have a normal day with them in their dream. And then subtly pry information out of them that way.
Oh, like pretend I'm in the dream first?
Yeah, like just
What is
be a
that?
part of the dream.
And just see what they do, and just, yeah. And
That's what I
then,
did with my first mate.
wow. And
When
then
we
I don't
drew.
even have to ask them for information. They just show it to me. Right?
To a certain
That's what you're
degree,
saying?
you would need to know like the person to give you the information or to seek that information. So like a higher up in the pirate scale.
That's right, because if I see them in the dream, then I know who my next target is to steal information from. I don't need to focus on this small fry, essentially. Right? That's what you're saying?
Pretty much. You just gotta be subtle about like infiltrating, being other people. You're good at being other people.
Yeah.
You're really good at that, so
Oh, stop. Stop it. Keep going.
I'm gonna stop though.
No, that's really good. Thank you, Leo. Yeah. No, I have some things that I need to find out. Cool. Thank you.
But if you do blow your cover,
Oh.
don't hint back to yourself at all. Hint back to one of those people. Like if there's a magic user, blame like
So
yeah.
like when I walk in the dream, show myself as someone else.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, I've seen a few of the pirates that we fought, so I could use any of their faces. Wow, this has been really productive. Thank you, Leo. I was literally gonna dream up there and be like, "Hey, you want to strike a deal with me?" and just instantly go for it. But that's much better.
You're just doing espionage just in people's dreams. That's how you do it in the real life is you infiltrate and you buddy up and it takes time. That's what Zana does.
Yeah. I guess I could ask her too. And she's gonna be like, no, you shouldn't do it, Corey. Don't do it. You're so bad at what you do, Corey.
Is that what she sounds like?
It's not said that to you for several seconds.
It's what she sounds like in my head. She'll be like, if you were a great changeling assassin like me, you could do it, but you're not.
You know who Corey reminds me of right now? I've been watching Spy Family, and whenever Anya
Yes.
imagines things in her head, everyone
Yeah.
has her voice. That's
Yeah.
what Corey's doing.
Jesus.
Yep.
Oh, so good.
All right, so you get a bit more advice from Leo before eventually retiring for the night. Who was going to get the 2 dream spells tonight?
Wait, can I do my real apology? I can do it tomorrow. I
Oh,
guess.
yeah. If you
Oh,
thought
you
if
sure?
you thought something up, you come in. Do you knock on the door? Or do you do the head thing again?
I'll knock on the door this time.
Okay.
But if you
Come
want me
in.
to do this later, I can. Okay.
No, it's fine.
She'll open the door and she'll come in. And she'll just kind of
No, wait 1 second. She looks out the window. Okay, go ahead.
she kind of grimaces. I realize I messed up. When that siren.
First, none of this is serious, by the way.
She blinks for a moment.
You
Oh.
you didn't realize that I was I was what's the term that Roz would use? Joshing you. I'm just joshing you.
Full turn.
Term Roz has never said.
I feel like that's a term Roz would use.
Joshing around.
Yep.
She's full turn.
Everybody is bad at like impersonating other people.
She got full terms. I had a serious apology for you, but that's okay, I guess.
I'd still like to hear it, but now I do feel a little bad that you thought I was actually like mad or something.
No, it's fine. I'm just feeling extra self-conscious. When that siren did its spell thing, I don't think of doing things like that, and I guess I just offered you something the same because I felt that would make me feel better, but I know you're not would necessarily want that, so I am truly sorry if there were any feelings hurt, whether serious or not seriously.
There weren't. You and Luster are both very bad at sneaking around.
Actually,
Luster.
I am not that bad at sneaking. Luster is quite bad at it, but I actually am not that bad at it.
Comparatively,
Well, I don't always have the time to show off my skills. I can turn invisible once per day. I'll have you know.
that's very nice.
Do you want to teach each other sometime? About me using firearms and you using a bow?
She laughs. Maeve, I know how to use a bow, but yes, I can teach you how to use firearms.
She's kind of pouts a little bit. Well, okay then. Something else then. I mean, yes, you can teach me firearms, but
All right, how about... She takes a minute to, like, think to herself as she looks you over.
I'm just so perfect. I'm kidding. I don't say that out loud. I just think that's funny.
Why don't you teach me how to make potions?
Yeah.
The only thing I've ever
certainly.
used my herbalism knowledge for is poisons, so...
I mean, it's the same thing. Just does the opposite.
Yeah, she basically only knows the bad flowers.
Exactly. Yeah, certainly. I actually still have some supplies to make some. I just haven't focused as much on that because it hasn't been as necessary, but I can certainly do that.
Well, let's do that then. Go and get your
Okay.
stuff.
Right. Yep. Okay. She will go to her room and grab her stuff. And she will show her all of her supplies and explain each.
Yep, go ahead
Flora,
and make
nice.
an alchemy check at advantage.
Okay. I think we said intelligence plus proficiency for
Yeah.
this.
Yep.
Okay. So, sorry, just give me a second. Intelligence is +1, but proficiency is +5, so +6. And I will use inspo if this fails. Don't even. Never mind.
With a natural 20, teaching her along, you finish 1 potion of healing that night.
Yay!
So make sure that
That's
you
easy.
subtract 50 gold worth of
Yeah.
ingredients and then add a potion of healing.
Cool. Aha.
All
Feel very
right,
successful.
Corey, who's dreaming tonight?
I'm going to go to Leaf's room, boop his head, and say, "Go get her, Tiger. My spell save DC is 18. Okay. Bye.
You're
Love
gonna
you."
let him dream to the. All right, so we'll let him dream to the mermaid. Do her saving throw. All right, he goes and gives her a nightmare, but it does not affect her, and she still gets a long rest that night.
He's gonna be so mad.
He'll have a chance to do it again, and then you were
Wait,
gonna
did
use.
he leave?
He did, yeah. He had to go pick up his daughter.
Leaf left.
If you wanted to use it on somebody else who wanted to potentially do a dream, you can. I think, Roz, you still wanted to dream to talk to Amu at one point, didn't you?
Yeah,
Got
but
that.
she's up top doing stuff tonight.
Hermia, did you want to go up and join Roz that night?
No, I think she wants to do that dream thing with Corey tonight.
All right, you can technically do both because you wouldn't stay up all night fighting. You'd go to bed at some point.
Okay. Well, she'd want to do the dream thing first.
Okay.
Yeah.
She still feels so embarrassed to be
Yep,
around Roz
That's
right
fine.
now. Okay.
That's fine. Yeah. So you go to sleep a little bit early, and Corey casts the dream spell on herself and comes to your dream. Corey, how do you manifest this dream?
I first set up like this glade in a forest, very fey-like forest,
Mm-hmm.
and I show up. I look super buff. I have like Cloud's fucking long, big ass sword, whatever, and I'm just like, "All right, are we doing this, Hermia?"
Hermia.
And you see a
is
very
confused.
muscular Corey.
Wait. Are you a manifestation of my my past trauma and self-esteem issues? Is that what's happening?
Oh no. Sorry, I just wanted to try it once.
I mean, you
Shit,
look
that
really
fell.
cool, and I feel really intimidated. But I
Yeah,
didn't think that's what
I'm
we were
gonna
going
get
for.
there. I'm gonna look like Roz's aunt. I'm gonna look so cool. Sin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
Sin.
Sin.
Oh, okay, fair enough. That would be
Um,
intimidating.
It's not her now.
Yes, he has seen her.
Okay, so why don't you think, I guess, or why don't you focus on a memory that makes you feel all those things, and then I'll do my best to try to impose that form onto myself, if that makes sense.
Well, can't you just create like something else besides you?
you
I
can
turn
if
into
you'd like.
Hermia.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just look like you. Is this okay?
okay, I guess, but I mean, I feel like I could beat you up.
Well, you're. Wait. Hold on now. Turn back into Gore. Wait, you think you could take me in a fight?
Yes.
Oh man, them's fighting words, sweetie pie. Prepare to duel. And I turn into
okay.
Hermia, but this time I'm all shadowy and like. Is
So
this?
this is Link versus Shadow Link, but Hermia.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Wow. Well, shit. Now I feel like we have to have a proper duel here. Roll initiative.
Oh boy. This is gonna be.
Are you
Big.
using Foamir, Hermia?
I mean, I feel like when Hermia dreams, she has Foamir,
Yeah.
but she's not gonna like she didn't manifest her cloak.
Okay, fair enough. We'll just do a couple rounds here, and who's ever leading by the end wins.
Okay. Initiative 14.
All right. Corey.
Okay. How
Oh, so
far
a 17?
away from? Yep.
This is all just sort of theater of the mind. And you both have spells anyway, but you're gonna start. We'll say you guys start 10 feet away from each other. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm going to. I'm going to summon Shadow Spawn right next to Hermia.
All right. So where once there was only one Shadow Hermia, now there are 2 Shadow Hermias.
Is that a spell?
It is.
Counter spell.
What level?
Counter spell.
Counter spell.
All right, hold on.
Oh, this is like Exandria Unlimited, isn't it?
Okay, hold on. What level are you guys' spell slots right now?
5th.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, oh god, this is some fucking magic blue deck shit here.
It really
All right.
is. The stack!
Right. So, Shadow Spawn comes out. Hermia counterspells it, but you want to counterspell Hermia's counterspell. So, roll a d20 and add your charisma. You need to beat 15 to counterspell her counterspell.
I'm gonna use inspo on this. Okay, so that's a 19 plus 5.
All right.
24.
So you counterspell the counterspell, so you can't counterspell
That's so
Shadow
dumb.
Spawn. Sorry. So Shadow Spawn's still up. Corey, you now have no more spell slots. Right? Because you only have the 2?
That's okay.
Okay.
Yep, that's okay. I'm
All right.
going to then the Shadow Spawn is manifesting, we'll say in Fury. We'll say in Fury.
Sure.
And you're not frightened. Okay. It's gonna attack.
Yep. Make your attack roll.
We have to have the spells level. Oh, I can make 2 attacks. And my. Okay. So 16 and a 27 to hit.
16 misses.
16 misses.
Yep.
Okay.
27 was the second one, though?
27.
Yep. So 27 hits.
16.
So go ahead and roll damage on that one. Is 96 in 77 your guys' total HPs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Mine's
god, I'm
19.
gonna die.
And 77 HP is right for you, Corey?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, go ahead and deal damage with your Shadow Spawn's attack.
Alright, that's gonna be 13 plus 5 is 18 cold damage.
All right. Hermia? Or,
Yeah.
sorry, you still have a bonus action, technically.
I still have a bone. I'm gonna throw a. Well, actually, I'm going to fly. And
What does it cost? Hold on, what is it to activate
You
fly
can't
on yourself?
fly. You used all your
Yes, I
spell
can.
slot, bro.
That's not a
it's
spell
not
slot.
It's not a spell. Bonus
it's
action.
It's a genie thing she can do.
I fly up at a diagonal back away
Activating
from
fly is a
Hermia,
fucking
30 feet.
bonus action?
Yeah,
That's
you
stupid.
mother.
All right. All right,
Fucking
so she
genie's so
flies
good.
30 feet into the air. Hermia, your turn.
Can I? Okay, she's flying 30 feet in the air.
Yep.
This kind of like changes up my plan a little bit, right? Can I dispel her fly?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Let's do that.
It is a magical effect.
Let's do that.
I will
level is
say I will say that the fly is the same level as what a spell slot would be. So roll a d20, add your charisma. You need to beat 15.
Okay. I got a 19 on the die.
All right. As you plummet to the ground, Corey, you take 14 bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
And then as a
Okay.
bonus action, I'm gonna do that thingy.
I don't know what
The
that
thingy-
thingy is.
The thingy you gave me.
I've given you a lot of thingies.
The one that's a bonus action is only one.
I don't know your character
Raven's
sheet.
Anger.
Oh, okay. You're gonna run up to her and use Raven's Anger. Okay.
Yeah, and hit the shadow thingies too.
What's the range on Raven's Anger?
Yeah, you didn't put a range on here.
What is it? Tell me what it says.
You unleash a concussive burst from your sword. All creatures adjacent to you must make a charisma saving throw against your spell DC.
So you can only get her or the shadow thing because the shadow thing was summoned next to you, and you'd have to run 10 feet forward
she didn't
to her.
do it both. Well, then I'll just do it on her.
Okay. So what's the saving throw she has to make?
DC. It'd just be my spell DC, right?
Right. What's the ability?
Charisma. She probably will make it.
Yep. So go ahead and make a charisma saving throw, Corey.
24.
All right.
Yeah,
so she does
but
make
she
it.
still takes half damage.
Yep. So go ahead and roll your damage, and she doesn't get pushed.
Yeah, she doesn't get pushed.
Okay.
That's only 3 necrotic damage.
Is that all? That's already halved.
No, so it'd be like 1.
So 1 necrotic damage. Yeah.
So that's not actually a very good thing, is that?
If they save, it's not super great. It does get stronger as Foamir does, though.
Oh, okay.
And because
so I
you're
still suck, and that's why it sucks.
because you're adjacent to her, though, if she tries to move now, you can opportunity attack. All right, Corey, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to have my little dude run up to Hermia and attack.
Okay. Do you stand up from prone?
Yeah, stand up from prone.
Okay.
Dirty 20 to hit and a 26 to hit.
Yep, both of those hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Not sure if losing here is going to help Hermia or make her more
14.
upset.
Oh, she's gonna be devastated. She's had a shitty day, and then she picked a fight with the child, and the
14
child
cold
her
for
butt.
the first one,
All right, 14 cold for the first one.
and 10 cold
For the second one.
for the second one.
All right, you still have a bonus
And
action.
then- yeah, and oh no, that's not my action. It just does that thing. It just
Oh.
fights for me.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm going to Misty Step.
Do you need a
because-
spell
wait,
slot for that or no?
Nope, that's one of my feats.
Okay.
So I Misty Step 30 feet away.
Yep.
Bonus action again. Fly.
Misty Step is a bonus action.
Oh
It
wait,
is.
that's
Yep. So you have an action still.
okay. Damn it. Then I'm going to. Actually, do you mind if I just fly? It's fine.
Fly
if-
instead of the Misty Step.
Yeah.
How many
I'd
flies
rather
can
take
she
the fly.
have?
She
I
it's
have
basically
so many.
an ability, and I think she has like a certain duration. But since she's flying out of your range, you get an opportunity attack on her.
Okay, yeah, I fucking hit her.
All right, roll to hit.
19 on the die.
Yep, go ahead and roll
Plus-
your damage.
Yeah.
It's a good thing she didn't have Hex on you, or that would have been a crit.
I know. Damage. Where's my... That is 13
All right,
damage.
13 damage, Corey.
Oh,
And you
gee.
go 30 feet into the air. So you still have a action, Corey.
Yep. I'm going to. Then Eldritch Blast.
Mhm.
I get to send out 2 beams. So that's 22 and 24 to hit.
Both of those hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. It's pretty even so far, looking at your healths.
Okay, the first one is 8 force damage, and then the next one is 7.
Okay. Hermia, your turn.
I'm really upset that she is, so fly. So it's not a spell slot, but is it still a concentration thing?
No, it's basically just a
Nope.
magical effect.
Really? She could
I
just
just
without
do
even
it.
concentrating?
Yep.
That's so dumb.
Trust me, I am aware.
Oh, that's so OP for like no reason.
I'm aware.
I'm squishy.
Since this is my dream, can I like do 2 bonus actions?
I think technically
Corey's in
I'm
charge of the
in
dream
charge.
here.
God damn it.
It's
All
almost
right.
like there's a reason this game was not tuned for PvP, and the
Indeed.
creator
So-
said so.
I'm going to do cast Hexblade's Curse on her as a
Okay.
bonus action.
Yep.
Which means my Armor of Hexes is now up.
Okay.
And that's also yeah, that's also a bonus action, so I can't do that. So then I'll just Eldritch Blast her out of the sky, really annoyed that like, oh, this isn't gonna like count as like a concentration check. I'm just fucking just shooting at her.
Yep. Not that you know what a concentration check is, but yes, go ahead and make your 2 attacks.
Okay, so that's 19.
Is Hexblade's Curse the one that makes the crits 19 and
No,
20?
that's like that's total. Is
Oh,
19.
oh,
I didn't
okay,
roll
okay,
that
okay.
on the
Yep,
die.
Yep. Okay. 19 hits your AC, right, Corey?
Yep.
Yep. Go ahead and make damage.
Okay. And then the second one is 17 plus 9.
Yep, that'll hit. So go ahead and roll damage for both of them.
Doing my damage. Okay, first hit. There we go. That is 8 plus. Okay, first hit is 9.
Okay.
And then second hit. Oh shit. Where'd it go? Okay, that is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
So 24 damage.
Ouch.
All right. Corey, back around to you. That hurt, especially that second one.
Yeah. I just say, is that all you got, Herbia?
Yep.
And then I have my little creature run up against Hermia again.
Your shadow creature, that isn't concentration, is it?
Actually it might be, and I might be dumb. Hold on. I am dumb. Wait. Yes, I am dumb. I'm so sorry. How many checks? How many?
So you're gonna need to do do one for the
At
very
least
first
3.
the very first round. So concentration check DC 10.
Okay. Make it.
Okay. Then the next round, I think she swung on you twice. I don't think either was over 20. So basically four more concentration checks because they're all DC 10.
Make it. Oh, that was close though. Make it.
Okay.
Make it. Make it.
Okay. So he's still up.
Okay, he attacks.
All right, and now he has disadvantage because of your Cloak of Flies.
Disadvantage.
Or sorry, the cloak that you get from your hex being up, your invocation.
It wouldn't work on the thing, only Quarry.
Oh, okay. So yep, go ahead and make your 2 attacks then.
Okay, so first one's probably not gonna hit. That's a 14.
No.
Missed.
And then that's a natural 20.
Okay, go ahead and roll the damage.
Is it double dice or are we
Double
doubling?
dice. Yep.
Okay. 9, 10. 18 cold.
All right.
Oh god. What am I gonna do? I'm going to. Hermia, can I tell that you're flustered?
Not flustered, annoyed, angry almost, irritated.
Okay. Um,
In fact, she calls up to you. You know, this is how I know I beat you for real, is because I don't fly around running from the fight, kid.
Oh man, she talking shit.
Oh man. All right,
Talking
Hermia. All right.
How about come down
Mm.
here and fight me sword to sword and see who comes out better?
Think about it. Nah, I throw a card. It's my bonus action.
All right. What was your action this turn?
I want to see where this goes.
Okay, yeah, sure.
first.
Throw your card first. See if you hit. At disadvantage because of her cloak.
Damn it. 19. Wait, no, 16.
I think that misses.
Miss.
Miss. Damn. Okay. Boosh. All right then. I'm going to use my. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast actually, and
Yep.
I'll move up again.
All right.
30 feet now.
2 Eldritch Blasts at disadvantage.
Okay, 15 misses. 17, is that a miss?
Yep.
That's a miss. Am I miss?
All right, Hermia, your turn.
Okay. So I forgot to do a thing last turn.
Okay.
So my Hexblade's curse leveled up, so I think I owe her more damage.
Okay, how
'cause
much?
It says, hold on, let me see where it went. Where'd it go? Get out of the way thing. What does it say exactly? It says, you gain a +4 bonus to damage rolls. Like all damage rolls.
Okay,
So,
and you've hit her twice with it?
Since
Okay.
I've hexed her, I hit her
Yep.
twice.
All right, so yep.
So
take off
that's
another
8 more
damage.
damage from the last round.
Okay. It's your turn then, Hermia.
Okay, so I was like, okay, way to prove my point. Fly higher and fly away. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast her.
Go ahead. 2 Eldritch Blasts.
17 plus
Yeah,
what is my thing?
that'll hit.
Plus 9, and then that's 15 plus 9.
That'll hit. Both those hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. That is 17 plus 4. What is that? 17, 18,
That's
19,
more than enough.
20,
As
21.
as your Eldritch Blast hits her, Corey poofs and vanishes. The Shadow Spawn vanishes, and then Corey reappears on the ground next to you, exhausted.
Can I just say, why, Hermia?
I mean, okay, I mean, this is why I didn't want to fight you. This is a dream, so you're not really hurt.
I'm dying now.
No.
Tell
This
them
is why-
I love them.
This is why I didn't want to fight you. Like, I mean, I feel like, okay, you had me going with, like, the counter spell to my counter spell. That was pretty cool. But, I mean, the things that I fight don't run away from me. I do the running.
Stretch. Ugh. But you didn't run away.
No. Because it's a dream and I
So?
can't really run away. But you were running away. The things that I, like, fight, I need something to, like, challenge me. Fight me, like...
Yeah.
Hermia,
I'm good at magic,
look,
okay?
No, I get it, but like, look, I'm of course I'm not gonna purport myself to be the best fighter here, obviously not. But you have some skill to you, girl. Me flying around, those were all my big spells.
Yeah, why'd you lead with that?
Well, because I'm putting on my best, and honestly, it didn't even feel like you were putting on your best, and you still beat me.
I mean, I I didn't know that you could just fly on command. I thought it was like me, like I can only
Been
fly at like.
around you for how many sessions now? I mean,
I thought that was just because you
days.
didn't get hit, like that you were able to keep
Mm-mm.
flying.
No, see, and you did it. You persevered.
I mean, that was more annoying than anything.
All right,
Well.
just so that we can move along a bit faster here, Hermia. If you did want to fight your manifestation still, you explained to Corey, that you want to get more like practice in like a sword fighting sort of capacity.
I think after that, like Hermia is just like, I don't know if I'm gonna get what I need tonight. Let's just
Alright.
call it a day.
All right, sure enough. So after, we'll say it was about 20 minutes, you wake back up. You do know that Roz is still up on deck and had invited you.
I
so
will
it's
go
up to
up
you.
on deck.
All right. So Roz, after having been up here for a little while in the cool night air, practicing with the occasional Winston up in the crow's nest going, "Good form. Well, that would have knocked him on their ass." Just giving you some positive, encouragement. Hermia comes up.
Yeah.
Hey, so I wanted to basically fight the manifestation of my self-esteem issues and lack of confidence in a dream. But Corey misunderstood and somehow I ended up fighting her in the dream. Because, like, I said, like, hey, it wouldn't be fair if I fought you because I'd kick your ass, and then I did kick her ass. So now it's been a weird night. Hi, how are you?
Roz is standing there. She is wearing just her, leather pants and basically a training bra. And her hands are wrapped in cloth. And she nods. I'm all right. I definitely didn't do any of that. What?
So, okay. Roz, I like talk bad about myself all the time, so you're probably not gonna believe this when I say it, because I always over exaggerate how terrible I am. But I was a loser back home. Like, at the academy, I was the quiet kid who was kind of bad at everything she tried, really clumsy, and I got bullied a lot. So today was just rough for me.
I know what that's like.
It was kind of like reliving the past. And I was embarrassed and I didn't want to make myself or have anything else happen that made me look even more stupid in front of you or anybody else. So I was gonna go have a dream and fight the manifestation of all that negative energy. So I thought, I feel good when I beat shit up. If I'm beating up my doubts and my self-consciousness, I don't know. It's like therapy fighting, I guess. I don't know how therapy works. And then I just beat up Corey, which just made me feel weird. Like I was beating up a child, which I technically was. But she was asking for it. She didn't believe me when I said, "Oh, you wouldn't be a challenge." So, kind of had
Did you tell
to.
Corey they wouldn't be a challenge in a fight?
Yeah, they wouldn't be. They weren't.
They're saving the world with us.
Okay, but against me?
Are you sure that you have problems with confidence?
Okay, it's not so much the magic part anymore. It's just I see, at school, I could pass magic, but I understood it.
Yeah.
I was really good at theory of arcana and all that other stuff. I just didn't have any of that spark that you could just cast spells without even trying. I'd try and then the spell would just kind of fizzle out. But the sword, getting Fulmir, watching you fight, it's just, I don't know, more important to me to focus on my sword work and physically being able to take a hit and keep coming back up for more. And Corey just focuses on spells, So, and running away. And Eldritch Blast has a very long range.
It does. I mean, there's a lesson to be learned in that people aren't going to feel bad for using their advantages against you.
No,
That,
I mean, that was fair. It was frustrating.
Yeah.
Like, because, like, I could only counterspell that once. There goes a spell slot. And I had, I forget what else I did that used to spell. Oh, I dispelled it, and then she fell out of the sky. But then she's able to just do it again? I can only cast 2 spells a day. I don't know how she can cast, like, a bajillion fly spells. Don't know how that works. So that was really annoying.
well, I mean, you can cast more than 2 spells a day. It's 2 spells an hour. But
I mean,
anyway,
yeah, resting, but during a fight, you know, it's not
Right,
like I could just, like, blow through them all.
okay. Well, look. So, my Uncle Levix is one of the better sword fighters of our generation, of my generation. Don't tell him I said that, because I always tell him he's really old, because he is really old, like, super old. But,
I mean,
like,
why lie to the guy? He is old.
he
I don't
is
even
old.
know him, and I'm just
Yes,
like, bouncing on
Rosalind,
him.
you shouldn't
He's like
lie
32.
you shouldn't lie to your elders.
So, but listen, when I was 16, I asked him if he would teach me to sword fight. I wanted to learn how to fight from him. And he told me that, well, he told me no. And then he told me no again. And then he told me no again. And then he told my mom no because I asked her to ask him. And then he told me no again. But finally, I got him to agree to it. But he told me that he was going to, he would teach me, but that he wouldn't hold back. And that he was going to try as hard as he could. And I better be ready to take that.
Sounds like a
So.
good teacher.
He was a good teacher. So, give me your hands.
Okay.
And as you hold your hands out, she takes them and starts to wrap them in the same cloth that she's wearing on hers, wrapping your knuckles
Oh.
so you don't break your hands when you punch.
Yeah, that's probably gonna happen, but we can try it anyway.
All right. And then she, all right, ready to start?
I'm as ready as I ever will be.
Great. She hauls off and punches Hermia in the face as hard as she can.
Yeah, we're not even gonna. You don't even have to roll for this.
Oh,
Essentially,
she just automatically hits me in the face.
Yes. Remember, Hermia, when you first started, barely had sword expertise, and she's gotten much better at it. But you also did 2 months of like morning training with Roz. This is the equivalent of that. You feel like you're right back in the beginning, having just left. I forget exactly where you started sparring, sometime after like Odeslo or something.
It was, yeah.
But this feels like that. This feels like the first night that you joined Roz for sword practice, but now it's brawling instead. And there's no finessing your way with a longsword in this. Her muscles are massive, and you don't really have any. So it's like starting all over again. But it's not as bad as you feel it should be, because you get the same feeling of like getting beat up that you got with Leaf, but instead of it just being that, every time that you get hit or every time that you go down, Roz tells you why, and you learn something from it. You're going to be real sore in the morning, but it does feel like you are making some type of progress and that you're learning something.
Wow. So I'm actually like normal Ford now.
Yes, you're normal Ford. You're Ford after he lost his
And just lame. And
his
not a
pack
cowboy
right
anymore.
now. Not a cowboy anymore. But eventually you both find your way to bed exhausted, so it doesn't take you very long to find rest. And the night passes without incident. And eventually you awake the following morning for breakfast, some light talk around the table, Hermia explaining why she has bruises. And then...
Suspicious.
and then...
Roz's knuckles are bloody.
And then Winston calls you up to the top deck. All of you. And you go up there, maybe dreading what's going to be there this
Wish I was
time.
up there.
Yeah.
A kraken, a dragon turtle. But instead, as your voyage across the Menagerie coast to Port Damali comes to an end, you spot far off on the horizon a colorful and lively port backdropped by green rolling hills, also known as the Jewel of the Coast, Port Damali.
We made it.
The size of its port alone makes Zune look like a backwater town. Even Nicodranus pales in comparison to the rising infrastructures of this unofficial capital of the Menagerie Coast. Sandwiched between the gentle greenery of the land and the soft blue of the Lucidian Ocean, among these rolling hills next to the large mouth of the Tyoden River are vast farmsteads, tents, and ramshackle houses, the outer slums known as the Tumbledowns. And as one of the biggest trading ports in Exandria, Port Damali draws all kinds of people from all over the world. The design of the city as you get closer, you can tell, is intricate, random, twisting and turning like a river of culture. Using the tide into the east, it's filled with waterways throughout all the districts, but perhaps the thing that grabs your attention the most, being the only one in all of Wildmount, is the airship port that rises several stories above the gilded Esplanade district. You see 2 sky ships from where you are currently docked, with their broomstone crystals still engaged to keep them hovering above the city. Port Damali is a bustling metropolis filled with music, color, and commerce. The massive port hosts ships from all around the world, creating a mishmash of cultures and trades that mingle to form the society of Port Damali. Trade routes splinter from all other sides of this city to ensure rapid transport of goods to destinations throughout Wildmount and beyond. As you get a little bit closer and begin to wait a little further out as other ships are coming in and out and waiting for your turn, you can tell that the architecture, varied and inconsistent. The inner wards display their own historical roots or lavish opulence, while the outer wards attempt to combat the slum-like atmosphere with cheap, colorful banners and street buskers. Welcome to Port Damali, Second Chances. And that's where we'll pick up next week.